Well, that was sweet. I got thrown out. I ran out of space. My backup man is not deleting videos as he posts them. I'll have to have a chat with him. Give me a second. As I'm showing him these deviled eggs I made for him. I say, well, you know, my camera was full. Anyhow, I was talking about my grandson. And my take on life is, it's my time to guide him. I can't live his life. I can't tell him how to live his life. He has to figure it out. I had to cut those apron strings, you know. It's hard. Ladies, I will tell you, that was one of the hardest things I've ever done. Because I still have and actively have been a mom with a child in my home for 47 years at least. I have never been without a child living in my home. And, you know, there's been a reason for it. I don't know what it is. I have no clue why. Hopefully because it was the best place for them at the time. And so far, it's worked out well. You know, there's been ups and downs. I'm not going to lie about that. It has not been perfect. It hasn't even looked like it was going to get close to perfect. But we have made it. We have made it this far. And now, all my babies are grown. They're adults. I'm just going to sit back and see. I'm going to stay the hell out of their business. But if they need me or they want to talk, or if they need help with something and it's something you know, then you know what? We're all in a better position now. What should I put in them eggs? I need to get some paprika now and make them look pretty. So yeah. If I've not learned anything in life other than you just got to let people grow into who they are. My mom, I think a lot of her issues was because she was such an extreme control freak. I mean, extreme. She had to have her hands and her nose into everything. You know, which worked all right for my sisters because they were that needy. I put a bowl over them so they don't dry out. That needy personality. Where I wasn't. And my mom couldn't get that last minute of control on me. And I think that's where our issues stemmed. But, you know, I was then like I am now. And I thank my daddy and my grandparents for instilling in me, it's okay to be me. It's okay. And they didn't do it to be mean to my mom or, you know, control her. But they got it, you know. Thank God they got it. And I picked it up. The other two too needy. They loved that control of my mom because she controlled every aspect of their life. They just sat back. They didn't have to do anything, be responsible for anything. You know, it was like free range for them. Let me turn this way. So, yeah, they loved it. Oh, shoot, I didn't put the potato salad in to get it chilled. He likes his chilled. I like mine fresh, warm. But I won't sit down and eat without him. And I'm cooking for him anyhow. So, that's what I'm doing. Let me move you a little bit. And I didn't intend... Shit. I'm having a heck of a time here. One of these days, I'll get this camera crapped out. Maybe I won't. I know I was going somewhere with this shit. Just another day in my brain. But it's okay. I deal with it. I know it's there, and It's okay. But anyhow, I was talking about these kids. Guys, all we got to do is just listen to them like we want them to hear us. Hear them. Don't judge them. Try to guide them. But this has been my experience. I wonder who that is in the Jeep going through here. Maybe it's the owners coming to see if Miss Hulu back here is going to be going today. Because she's still there, and it's, let's see. Oh, I forgot I set the clock. It's almost 2 o'clock. And she's still back there. I don't know. Not my problem at this point. It was my problem last night. So I don't care what she does now. Okay, got the camera right, I think. So I'm going to rinse up some dishes. Oh, I grabbed the wrong wash rag. Well, that's okay. While we're talking. Yeah, I'll tell you, the last few days with me have been real melancholy. And, you know, my husband, and he's okay. He's not sick. He's not. Yeah, I just worry about him. I don't know what I would do without him. And I don't know why it's been bothering me so much lately. I mean, I would be fine financially. I've always been able to take care of myself. But emotionally, I'm a strong, tough old broad. But when I need that boost, that extra somebody that's going to lift me up, he's my go-to man. He's right there, never questions. He's Johnny on the spot. I get aggravated with him, but he knows it's because I love him. If I didn't love him, I wouldn't get aggravated. I wouldn't give a shit. So, it's just been a few days of that, and I just don't know why. And of course, coming up on Memorial Day, and I got to go to the cemetery, and I've probably got about 100 flags or so. I don't know if it's that many, but it's a lot that we're going to place around also. And yeah, I have to go visit with my daddy. I would love to pull him out of there and bring him closer, but that's where he wanted to go, so that's where he's staying. Because, that was his wishes, and whether I like it or not, I'm going to respect his wishes. He always did mine. He always did mine. Never made me feel less of a person like my mother did. Never a bad word for anybody. Everybody that ever met my daddy loved that man. He was a good guy. So yeah, I that's playing part of it, because I've got to go down there, and it's not that it's a task, because I would do it every day. I would. I sometimes I feel bad. I don't think I do it enough, but I try to go every holiday and, birthdays, and just when I'm down that way in St. Pete. It's about, just off the top of my head, probably 75 miles one way to the cemetery. Let me throw these onions back in the fridge, and then I'm done. So, yeah, I know I was a little whiny yesterday, but I just love my husband, that's all. He's a good one. He's a good one. And, I think what helps that... Sorry, guys, I'm just cleaning up, put some stuff away. And I think... I'll turn you this way for a minute. I got to put some spices away. It has nothing to do with anything but I just love him. I don't want to change him. I knew who he was, you know, before I said I do. And I accept him. I try not to be that wife that, you know, has to change her man. I'm not that one. Never been that one. I think that bothered my first husband a little bit. Let me turn this way. You're going to be seeing the front of the RV for a minute. I think he felt that I didn't care. I didn't love him because I didn't chase after him when he was chasing women. I wasn't doing it. If he wanted to be home with me, he would have been home with me. You know? So when I walked away after 22 years from that situation, I didn't feel bad. I didn't. I stayed. I was a good wife. But I was not chasing his ass. I was not. I'm not competing with anybody. I'm not that girl. Not that girl. And here comes my husband. All right, kids. I'm going to get off of here. If anything exciting happens, I will be back. If not, I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for stopping.